Hi, Jean. Well done writing this essay with Mr. Cheetah. Thank you for working with him last week. Oh, sorry, the other day. Really good. So I know you had a chat about what to write about. You shared some ideas. That's lovely. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So you've written here, some people believe we should not travel long distance for our holidays, that we should spend time. Yep. Okay, my opinion is it's better to staycation. Okay, so that was the introduction that we gave you. Fantastic. Firstly, when you have a holiday in your own country, everyone speaks the same language and you understand what they're saying. But when you travel abroad, you probably don't understand what they're saying. Now, I want you to develop this. Yeah, which could be frustrating and lead to complications. So when you're writing at a high level, which is what we want you to do, you need to add extra information. This is the kind of example of extra information. And it will be boring. Okay, you don't start with and, but you could go on. Here you could use and if you don't have it in the middle, if you don't have it at the beginning. Or additionally is better. Additionally, it will be boring and annoying because you don't know what they're talking about. Who's they? You need to tell me who they is. Yeah? I think maybe you mean everyone, but okay, let's be better than that. The locals are talking about. So really important, and I think I made a point about not using you and not using they so much. This is a really important thing to start thinking about when you're going to start writing, certainly for the GCSE stuff, rather than you understand what they are saying, for example. So you need to transform that. So it is difficult to comprehend. So we're going to use a high level word, the local language. So we're using it, not you. This is much more sophisticated, much better quality. Okay. And, so don't start with and. Sometimes when you go into a taxi, so sometimes when driving in a taxi, I don't even need you. Taxi drivers can trick you and put you in a traffic jam on purpose or make the car out down the corner. Okay, yeah, you've got a lot of information there. That's great. So are we talking about, let's just get back into this. Which is cheaper? Are we talking about the environment or are we talking about your own idea? So you have to answer all these parts of the question or it's not correctly answered. So here you're talking about language. I get that. But we need to talk about the cost somewhere as well. Another point to consider is when you have a vacation, you can learn a lot about your country. Good. You can visit the history museum. There are a lot of things you can learn. So again, let's change this. It is possible to visit local museums and monuments in order to discover facts and information about one's home country. So you can see we need to start doing this. So this is the style of sentence that we are aiming for. Really think about that. You need to think about how to do it, but once you know how to do it, easy, off you go. For example, exactly. So, and then go into, for example, what was the communication and what were the fashions? Yeah. Food, I think, is almost another different topic. Okay. Eco-friendly. To go for a vacation abroad, because when you go to the airport you use vehicles, shouldn't use, it's not good for the environment. Okay, what about flying? Yeah, you go into a plane, travel for 2 hours. Okay, good. So you have talked about the environment, you have given me lots of your own ideas, you haven't talked about which is cheaper. So you would need to talk about that. If you're going to get full marks for answering the question, you do need to talk about that as well. But I like what you've done. Okay, you've given me lots of ideas, some interesting examples, and I can see you put a lot of effort into this. So if this was an exam question and you were writing an exam, you would probably get about 3 out of 5, which actually is a good score, FD style. You would lose marks because you haven't answered all the question, and you would lose marks because you're using you much too much. And we want to get in some high level vocabulary in there. But basically, well done, because I know that you've really worked hard on this. Congratulations. I'll put an award up for you. And that's great. Well done.